Hey everyone, quick editor's note. Just an FYI, we filmed on site this time. We had a great time doing it. Everyone had a lot of laughs, and we think you will too. But the audio is kind of fucking atrocious, so if I have to cut some stuff out, make a couple edits here and there. Just, fair warning. But it's not just me. We also got Marcus, our lovely little babushka friend Angus, and our cutie little audio technician Luke, who could have done a better job. But that's okay, Luke. I love you either way.
We're going to forget you said that. Anyway, we also have with a special guest, Angus. Say hello.
Angus, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
I don't know. What is up? You tell me. How you doing?
I don't know. I mean, I figure I might as well join some awesome bullshit going on around here. But honestly, I'm like looking around at all this and I'm just amazed. All this equipment and
We actually got
everything.
some more professional studio than this
Yeah, but-
shitty
well,
Discord.
it's not
mic.
all-
yeah, I
that.
thought I was going to be coming in here and I'm just going to be seeing 2 Windows XP laptops and like one of those freaking like dial-up modems as a means so you can transmit this. And here I am saying like we got a dual monitor thing, and
I mean, it's
got actual
we're poor here, but
microphones.
we're not that poor.
well, I don't know. It's I'm surprised.
Look, we can barely afford to keep new students here, but we can at least afford to keep our audio people company and keep them comfortable. Ain't that right, Luke?
Sure.
Yeah, look
Sure.
at him. He's a happy lad. Look at him.
Luke's so happy. I love him.
You know, if you want him to be your receptionist, you just got to make him an offer you can't refuse.
He never refuses.
No,
I'm refusing
not the
right
big ol'
now.
offer
You're
that Ethan
refusing
has.
right now? I'll always refuse you, Marcus. I'll never say yes to you.
No,
No matter how many advances you make, I always say that. I always say no.
I'm never gonna give up.
Hey, persistence is key. You just got to keep going.
Remember, kids.
Some women might find that a little creepy, but
Well, you
someone-
got to keep going. Like in terms of persist, there's a difference between persistence and crossing the line.
All right, you're like that. You're like that one bit from Family Guy where it's like, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, yes. Remember, kids. 10 no's and 1 yes means yes.
Well, that's a 10% win ratio.
Why are you talking about ratios? Okay,
Well, we got to do.
I'll ratio you.
This is statistical odds here. I mean, right?
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm saying is that for all those no's, okay, but then you get the one yes, so you still get some sort of victory, but that's only 10%.
What's the ratio on Stegosauruses existing?
yeah. What's your opinion on?
Well, I mean, I don't think there are any out there right now. I mean, if I look outside,
Wait,
I'm not going to see a Stegosaurus crashing into my window.
Wait, really,
I mean,
reel it back
Let's
in a
reel it
bit.
back. Okay, so for the context of the conversation, Angus, I want to ask you this one question: do you or do you not believe in the existence of dinosaurs?
I don't know, but I don't see them.
in the past, do you believe
in
they
the
existed
past.
at one point?
Well, I look at my own existence and I see that my birth year does not extend as far back as that, so I can't confirm this
Look
either
at my
way.
life. I'll probably be fine.
So anything before your existence.
Is it real?
No,
I mean,
I never.
within your
Does that mean 9/11 wasn't real?
No, I was around.
wait,
for
wait,
that.
hold on. Can you say that again?
No,
Say that again. No, hold on.
I'm good.
How old are you?
Give a guess.
Angus is like, I don't remember anything except for the good old days
Yeah,
after
he's-
9/11.
Literally just a couple months out from that. 21.
So when were you born?
01.
What month?
June.
He was alive for 9/11, yes.
Yeah,
Also,
I lived in Jersey City
our
for
little
that.
audio technician said the 9/11 happened
Right
if you were
across
around.
the river.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
You were there?
My mother fucking worked there.
He quite literally stopped his mom.
Yes, I gave my mother morning sickness the day she went into work on
Congratulations.
September 11th.
You saved your own life.
I did.
You
dude.
selfish bastard. That's what you were doing.
Saved my
You
mind.
knew what was
Mommy, no.
happening. dude.
Mom, stop!
Mom, what are you doing? You know what day it is. But yeah, so
Amen to that.
So
Seriously.
what's your opinion on any sort of like
prehistoric creature.
prehistoric creatures like fossils that are in museums?
Neanderthals. What do you think about Neanderthals?
Yeah, what do you think of the missing link?
Okay, to be honest, this is like the wrong day to try and figure all this stuff out. I mean, this
This is the perfect day to figure this out.
Dude, we
perfect
gotta
day
get
to
down.
figure this
Red
out. I
Dead
mean, aren't there bigger problems to life than trying to figure out what started and ended and no longer affects us?
No.
No.
I mean,
we're
do
too
you
dumb-
guys have
no.
this much free time on your hands to
Yes.
think about this type of bullshit?
No, I just kind of think about this when I take a shit. Like I'm just like taking a dump on the toilet, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah, these are doo-doo thoughts.
Dilophosaurus.
I hate to see what your shower thoughts are then. That's even longer.
Yeah,
Just come in the
you
shower.
waffle stomp the shit down the drain. I think, I shit, I stomp.
You stomp. How
Um,
often do you stomp?
I gotta ask, you put saran wrap around your foot when you do that?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Why do
No.
you think I'm in the shower?
You raw dogs it.
Fucking clean.
I raw
I
dog.
raw dog the shit down the drain.
No, I was just gonna say.
I mean,
you need
all
to
right,
use
here's the
protection
thing.
For planners work.
When you shit, are you technically getting like pulled out? Is that the same as someone pulling out when you take a
You
shit?
take a shit? Yeah, that's why it's
Yeah.
not gay to shit. Because it's coming out.
well,
so
exit
going
only.
so the act of going in makes it gay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
So then
why
how come you suck it back up, Marcus? How come you suck your shit
I
back up?
don't. That's not me. You're referring to the wrong person. Let me get to my
Wait,
point.
who's the right person?
I'm not at liberty to say. But the thing is like that's why at the conclusion of every gay act, that's why it always cancels out because it finishes with coming out.
Finishes with repeat that last bit.
It finishes with coming out.
You-
So
what?
eventually it's pulled out. Therefore,
So
Is it
as long as it's done with withdrawal.
So you just said your shit's pulled out. Who's pulling it out?
Me.
You pull it? No, you gotta push it. You push to shit.
I mean, I push so I can then pull.
You grab it by the end and pull it.
I push it so there's an exit, and then I can.
Grab the tip and pull it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, dinosaurs to this. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have this kind of topic.
Then you can lead into coprolite. What do you think about coprolite? That's the right word, right?
Copperlight?
Fossilized shit.
That's a thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Fossilized
Call
shit.
my Tuesday night.
Yeah.
You fossilize your shit Tuesday nights?
No, I eat fossilized shit on Tuesday.
Dude, that's expensive. That's rare. Where do
Yummy
you find?
shit,
Where do you get
though.
the money for that?
Human sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, I give props where it's due for the scientists that do this stuff, though, because they're honestly, I would call them artists more or less.
Artists.
For figuring out how to put all this stuff together in such awesome forms.
Okay, all right. So let's say they put it together wrong. I asked you this question, we'll say 2 years ago, and you had an answer for me then. I
I
want to see
can't
if you
even remember what I had for breakfast.
Well,
in
that's
the morning,
the
let
thing.
alone
You
2
might not
years
remember
ago.
this. So, the Smithsonian Museum on
Okay.
Manhattan Island, New York City.
I've been there once.
In the lobby, there is a fossil on display there. Might I ask you, what is that fossil? Is it real? Is that fossil real?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Is that made
specific
of
exhibit.
bone? Is it made of matter?
Well, of course it's made of matter. I mean, matter
What kind of
exists.
matter? What's it made of? Is it real? What's
Well,
it made of?
It's real if I can feel it and see
But
it.
you're not allowed to feel it.
Well,
You're
if
not
I
allowed to touch
step
it.
across that line and tell Ben Stiller to let me cross, then what? Night of the museum, isn't that in the fucking Smithsonian or whatever it is?
Okay, I know.
Isn't that right?
Okay.
You're asking
No,
me
yeah,
about the museum, whatever. I'm talking about the security
No, I
guard.
mean, like, oh.
Ben Stiller. If I'm going to cross the line, I'm going to say,
Angus,
"Listen,
Angus,
Ben,
Angus.
stay behind your post. Let me go over here
Yeah, so
and
are
feel
you
this
expect-
fucking bone."
Are you expecting Amelia Earhart to jump out and give you a big old dick suck?
Go play with Amelia.
Hey, that sounds hot.
And Robin
That
Williams.
sounds hot. She's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. She has,
Dead.
well, in the picture, she looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. She frozen in time. She never got old.
Angus loves fossilized women.
Which one of you is the one that likes women who's way too old for them?
That's me.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with
I would
both
say
either,
they're
but-
way too
I wouldn't
old.
say way too. I mean, I have a reasonable limit.
He likes his women like a fine wine, aged.
I prefer 30s and 40s more or less, but I can do 50s.
I swear you said 50s.
He can do 50s. There's nothing wrong with that. He can do
I
whatever he
just
wants.
try. I just try to just look past the whole thing. So like, if I don't know the number, and I see that she looks hot or whatever, and it's cool and all that, then fine.
So you're saying you're trying to look 40, so you can match that because you kind of look 40.
No, I didn't dye my hair gray, did I?
No, you don't dye your hair gray. You just have the physique of a man in his 40s.
You just got that natural, like,
I don't-
40-year-old man phenotype.
All right, you.
I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's
no, you look at your
awesome,
hair.
man.
Look at your mustache. Look at the kind of car you drive. You're 40.
so midlife crisis.
I'm in life crisis.
I was gonna say,
You're making your quarter life crisis.
I feel like it's a quarter life crisis.
Why?
Okay, well, think about it. I mean, when you're frustrated about everything and you're slamming your steering wheel on your way home from work, cursing at every single bit of traffic that comes your way, and you're running around and you're trying to wonder about the next most interesting thing to do.
It's called traffic. It's called
guess.
road rage.
I own too many cars.
Yeah,
That's called me ramming a fucking family of 4 with a baby on board sticker off the freeway at Mach speed.
Well, that's pretty good idea.
That's why they invented booze cruising, I guess.
Yeah, I can.
cruising.
You know, I can see why people drunk drive, because the thing is, I would be so much more mellowed out if I was drunk and driving. I should be driving
the booze
with a
cruise,
rum and,
Squidward.
I should be driving with a rum and coke, and I will be happy as hell.
Okay, Julian.
Okay.
Okay, Julian from Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I'm missing the black T-shirt for that.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus, you could be a ethnically diverse Julian.
Yeah, the fucking lost out of shape Julian. Yeah, sure.
The lost Julian. Are you the Julian from the pilot?
Yeah, the Julian from the pilot just got a whole gut. Just he only drinks Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike's hard lab, dude. You could be him. You could be Julian.
Yeah, Julian. That's who he is.
Julian. Oh man. But yeah. So you'd have sex with Amelia Earhart, Angus? That's correct. You're on record. You would have sex with Amelia Earhart in her current state.
No, not her current state, because nobody even knows about her current state.
Right. I mean, no one knows about the guy who was flying with
Would
her.
you go out of
either.
your way to
Everyone
find
forgets
her? If you know what I mean.
That's a hard question. I mean, I don't think so, because I don't like to fly.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, she'll probably try.
Wait, you've never flown, have you?
No, I won't do planes. I mean, she would probably, start singing like the Frank Sinatra song to me, "Come fly with me," and then
I don't think she can sing like that, but okay.
Yeah, she
well, I don't know.
I think
Well,
she got that kind of bravado.
probably in a nice soft, female voice, where she starts running her
Tender
fingers
voice.
across the back of your neck. And
What?
then it's
Whoa. Okay.
that's what I can see going on.
mean-
She's probably, So if she's wearing a bikini with like the flight hat and the goggles, I mean that's probably what is going on. But I don't have any.
That's what
comment.
gets your flight stick ready.
Hey,
I mean,
you put a flag around it, and you put the glowing whatever those things are for when
the glow stick for the.
Well, yeah,
oh,
so she knows where to land. I mean, I think it's tall enough.
Is
So
that small that you need glowing?
Oh,
no,
wow.
it's good. So you can see it in the dark. I don't have glow in the dark in my veins.
You don't wear
so.
glow in the dark condoms.
That's actually a good idea.
That's a good. You can
So
do
it's,
that.
It's one of those ones that like change color depending.
No.
on the
It's
CD.
like when you pull and you pull it out, you get a flash of light sticking in. No.
that sounds
It's
psychedelic.
illegal to point a laser pointer at it too.
What? At your dick?
Yeah,
It's illegal to point your laser pointer at a dick.
might crash.
I
Oh, you
figured.
yell timber when that happens.
Yeah, you get blindsided in your pee hole.
Oh, dude, don't tell me about timber snapping your dick when it goes. Oh my, dude, that sucks.
What?
So, your girl pulls out. She comes out a little too far.
Yeah.
You go to put it back in, and you miss, and your dick just gets bent 90 degrees to the side.
Well, what if she's on top?
That's
and then
that's
comes
exactly
down on you.
It's her whole body weight. Did you see that one post forever ago? Oh no, this wasn't a post. I might have brought this up before. You remember then, right?
Fat guy.
You see?
Yes.
Okay.
But so he knew some dudes that worked at a hospital. They were male nurses, and they got this couple that comes in one day, and the guy comes in with a busted dick. What happens was they were trying some new cool stuff out in the bedroom.
Him and who?
The guy and his girlfriend,
Okay.
and he's lying on the ground. He's got his rocks on, and she jumps off the bed and she don't stick the landing.
Like Seinfeld.
Christ.
If you ever seen that episode with the ass man, 1 in 1 million shot, Doc. 1 in 1 million shot.
What's going on in there? It's a civil revolution, Jerry.
Well, actually,
Funny guy.
It's two.
Right here.
The thing is, you actually have 2 chances because there's 2 holes you can possibly land in.
No. The guy's on the ground,
Right.
and she. I mean, all right. I guess
I'm saying is when she jumps, there's 2 spots where you're okay.
if she ain't.
You're too far up or too far down.
If she ain't expecting it from the back, bro, that's coming in dry. That's coming in for a crash landing at that point.
Well, then I guess that's it's better for everybody, probably, if anything, because it's better to have a little bit of rope burn in your ass than
oh my god, dude,
than to have a busted cock. I mean, it would be,
what the
it's
fuck are you
unfortunate.
on, dude?
I mean, it's unfortunate that you can't just have like a switch.
Better to go in the drag strip dry.
It's unfortunate that you can't have a switch to turn off your hard on a moment's notice.
Yeah, you can. It's
So
called
you can't
Margaret.
just
It's called
soft it
Margaret
up,
Thatcher
so-
naked on a cold day.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher.
Luke's fucking eyes.
Like you flick the switch, and it's like a light bulb, and it just turns right off. So as soon as she lands, you're safe. It just squishes in, and then once she gets back
Squishes?
up. Right, well, of course, when it's solid, I mean, when it goes from rock solid to soft and stretchy, I mean,
And
it's.
sends it turtle heading down into your body.
Dude, it's like fucking rubber
But
band,
when then
man.
she starts to stand back up again, turn the switch back on, I don't know, like a little electric shock jolt or something. and,
little electric shock.
I feel like you're describing like some sort of mechanism for like one of those inflatable tube, man. Just
wacky waving flavor.
well, they call that the Dr. Bros pump or something that you see in Austin Powers.
What?
Remember the Swedish pump or whatever it is. Use one of
Oh,
those.
the Swedish penis enlarger.
Yeah, just pump it right back up and go back to action. But you need to have,
Oh,
to have the
guys.
emergency shut-off switch. You have to have that.
What?
the penis pump actually works.
You have to have
I'm thinking more of like I want to get like cyberpunk dick where instead of having it like it's soft constantly, but I have like hydraulic fluid and like a solenoid, and I flip a valve, my dick goes. Tss. Dude, have you seen like that hydraulic fluid
It
shit?
needs to react to pressure correctly.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is it's like, how the hell can you break it when there's no bone inside to break? Like, that's the paradox.
It's just stiff enough. Why are we talking about dicks, by the way?
Yeah, let's talk.
I don't know.
Hey,
But-
can I see something?
Go for it.
Because back a while ago, you were like the really huge like conspiracy guy.
do you mean
So
back
you want to like run us through like maybe like some things that like conspiracies that like you believed in the past or like you're like on, or if there's any like still now that like you're still like you're like maybe you don't believe fully but like you're kind of into it.
What do you think? All right, real quick. How about this one? What do you think if you ask someone, or if someone asks you this question? That's my question.
Good question.
No, it's like, so what do you think someone would say is your most outlandish conspiracy?
My most outlandish conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe either you've like were into it in the past, or like maybe you still are kind of like into it now.
I'd say, out of everything I've read about now, not that I ever fully believed any specific conspiracy or anything like that, but I like to read about them. I like to speculate about them. And one that I thought was just interesting in general is the one with like the moon landing and stuff.
Of course. Classic.
It's definitely an interesting one. And
Such as?
besides that, I'd say I would debate with either that one or Tower 7 when
Right here, that's a big
9/11
one.
That's
happened.
That's one of the bigger ones. I
Tower
hear about
7
right?
is an interesting one too, because what I always thought was kind of funny was how Tower 7 came down at 5:21 p.m. or something like that, but it wasn't struck by anything with the planes.
Right.
And BBC News, to my knowledge, reported it 20 minutes before it actually came down.
I remember like hearing somebody talk about that conspiracy with Tower 7, and like you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember like one of them was talking about how like the way it came down, like the way it was like it was like video recorded, like it appeared like the way like the structure just completely came down was it seemed like it was
Like a controlled-
it's like a controlled like demolition.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Like that's like one.
I think you guys are fucking psychotic. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying,
no,
it's worth
that-
reading about.
Like that is like one of the bigger ones that people like talk about the conspiracy of 9/11.
That's like the fucking South Park episode where Cartman said Kyle did 9/11 because he drew his face in the smoke with a knife.
Well, don't forget, then there's also that fourth plane, and there's I've heard some data that it may have been shot down, and it wasn't just
The one in Pennsylvania.
yeah, I've was hearing that something with the way that it fell. I mean, this was a website that looked like it hasn't been touched since 2003 that I happened to see it on at the very bottom of all of the search results, and I was just curious what people had to say, because I heard somebody say that once. And they were showing, like I said, I don't know if it's true, but they were showing things with the, I guess the vibrations and stuff on the ground. I guess there's measurements for that type of stuff, for things like earthquakes and whatever.
Tectonic plates and shit.
Yeah, I mean, like
so
I said,
you're saying the tectonic plates brought down the
No,
planes.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying what I've read about and just that it was interesting to me. I've heard another conspiracy that the moon landings, that Russia was actually going to get there first, but apparently their rocket got blown up before they were going to lift it off, and that they found some kind of plans or something about it. And I'm trying to figure out where to find anything about that.
You mean like blew up like internally, or like it was like hit?
No, like the U.S. apparently went over there and sabotaged it because they didn't want them to go there first.
Right.
And like I said, I'm trying to figure out where to find anything about that. That was like a word of mouth thing that I've heard a couple of times.
Never heard that one.
Yeah, I haven't really heard that one really anywhere either. But it was like, I want to, if it exists, if there's anything about it that exists, I would like to know, because that's a different take on it all. I mean, even though the U.S. sent up its rocket first and all that, as the history record happened, how is it that happened? Is it because we beat them, or is it because we prevented them somehow, or whatever the case may be?
The only recent conspiracy I've seen being brought back up is one of the shooting ones where it was how'd the guy get into the hotel kind of thing.
Oh, you talking about the Vegas one?
Yeah.
I remember seeing so many conspiracy.
There's a lot around that one.
I hate this because the biggest compile. I've seen things here and there, but the biggest compile, a compilation that someone discussed, was over a Sonic the Hedgehog meme.
Oh my god!
Where someone voiced over the script for it, and he's saying oh, it's right, the Vegas shit. It was talking about how,
Sonic's voice talking.
Yeah,
about
it was Sonic's voice. He's talking about how to get access to this. How come there was no shell casing of the bullets left over and stuff like that. It was I'm not gonna say it was solid. It was just what other information that I've seen from other things that people are saying, and
compiled in one place.
Compiled in
by
one
Sonic
place.
The Hedgehog.
One script voiced by Sonic the Hedgehog.
That reminds me of so when I worked at the grocery store, I don't know if they had you do this, Angus, for when you started your job. They had you go through you watch training videos and stuff, right?
We had and when I was in UPS, they put the VHS tape into the freaking player and had us watch
VHS tape.
Yes,
oh,
they actually
God.
had a VHS tape, and they put it in the thing, and they had us watch this I don't know if it was a 30-minute video or something like that. Even though they were teaching it hands-on, I don't even know why they had a video like that. But
it was weird. But Marcus, did you have one when you worked at Walgreens?
Yeah, when I worked at Walgreens, I basically had two paid shifts of those training thing. Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think I was gonna get paid for those days, because it was my first day was I was actually working, but I was working on the floor, and then the next 2 days was to go through those training videos, and honestly, and I was at first I was bored. I'm oh, I'm not doing any work, whatever, but I wish I could relish those moments more, because the customers was terrible, but
yeah,
but cause I would go through them, and it's it's just showing all these videos and stuff, and oh, basic rules, do this, do that, keep an eye out for this, and how to deal with upset customers and stuff. It was really they had these really absurd people in those videos where it's I want to buy cigarettes. It's you cannot buy cigarettes. My dad is a mayor or some lawyer shit, and he will
give me the cigarettes for free. If you don't give me the cigarettes for free, I will rob you.
He's you will buy the cigarette company, and I can get all the yummy cigarettes I want, the yummy nicotine. And there's something the manager's sir, leave
now.
So, but yeah, it was just that for 2 days. And I even get to have a break or whatever.
Nice.
It just felt like a little school.
But yeah, anyway, going back to what I was saying before. So when I had it, we had this called. I think I wrote it down. It was called Axonify, and we had this. They put me at a computer in the offices upstairs, And they're like, all right, sit down, watch these videos, fill out these questionnaires, and then, we'll get you done when you're done with all that. We'll get you like your apron and stuff because I worked at the deli. And it was just standard stuff like that, like how to deal with customers, how to deal with, certain orders, any emergencies or stuff. There's one that stuck out to me that I don't know why they included this. They included an active shooter simulation video with why are you giving me a thumbs up, Luke? An active shooter simulation video.
It's like the Boy Scouts said, be prepared.
Okay, all right. I mean, hey, I could be.
Yeah, don't be.
I could be
for a passive shooter.
Passive shooter. Yes, of course.
Passive aggressive shooter.
Passive aggressive shooter. But I was just like, I guess I could get shot slicing up someone's ham if I fuck it up big enough. But like, it was a really weird video. It's just like a shooter could come at any time. It's just like a normal office building. People are going out their day. Some dude just walks into the lobby of this office, pulls out a sawed-off out of his backpack, and just shoots 5 people. And then it cuts to like 3 different scenarios. What was it? It was the hide, contact, and fight scenarios. So the hide was like hide anywhere you can, and it was a bunch of people blocked off in like the break room. And the guy who tried to like get in the door, and he's like, "Oh shit, I can't get in." So he kept walking down the hallway.
Guess I'm done here.
I mean, if you're crazy enough to go in there and then shoot the first one on sight and have the freaking gun, I think if there's just a door that's locked, what are you gonna do? Shoot the door handle and try and go through that anyway.
So yeah, the guy off like the first couple of people in the lobby started, marching his way down with his gun or whatever.
Like an acted out, like a live action skit?
It looked pretty fucking real.
Like it was a live action skit.
Yeah, it was like a live action thing, and in real time you had to click responses to what you would do.
It's like a Telltale game.
It was a Telltale game. I played The Walking Dead.
Did they have QuickTime events?
Yeah, we had like 2.
Okay, so every lobbyist worker, like everybody who works in the front there, they should be getting hazard pay because they're the first ones to go. They're the front line.
I guess.
They took one for the team.
But shut up, Luke. You're gonna take one for the team. But so yeah, there was the hide one where it was like good from left, barricade your homes, shit like that. They barricade themselves in like a break room.
Wait for official instructions.
Wait my ass. And then the ending one is when they wait my ass. So they do that, and then it's like, run. So it's like run away as far as you can, call authorities. And then there was the last one, which was fight, was the kill all sons bitches. That's my official instructions. Where it was like the guys coming down the hallway, and they didn't have time to barricade. And they're like, oh, I remember with the hide one. So going back, there were people hiding, and they're like, try to silence anyone who makes noise. There was some girl, of course, like, screaming, and they're like, shut the fuck up, bitch, shut the fuck up. And they
knock her out.
Yeah, literally, because she screamed, if you fucked up and she kept screaming, the guy came in the room. But yeah, for the fight one was like, grab any items you can. And it's like, I made my guy grab a fire extinguisher, and right as the guy busts through the doors, like 3 people jump him, and that's where it ends. You don't even get to see them beat the shit out of him. Damn. But it was like, I'm just sitting in this office, there's people working, and it's like, hi, welcome to the grocery store, how can I help you? And it's just, get on the goddamn ground! Like from the computer in the back. It was fucking surreal. It was weird.
That reminds me of when we had lockdowns in school, and it was like, so you lock down, you hide in like the corner, like out of like the window view of the door.
The principal again, like, he'd be like, lockdown.
It's a lockdown, which is a lockdown, it's not a job. Like, and like the principal would like go around to every like classroom and just like harshly like jiggle the doorknob and go it's like, hey, let me in. I'm not gonna pull off your skin. Let me in. And then I remember like it was like one of our math classes, and like we just had like a horrible class, bunch of little turds in that class, and like one of the chicks.
Oh, we would have been dead.
No, we definitely would, because like literally when the principal like goes like shaking the door, one of the bitches is like, ah! They like actually shriek, scream, and then like it's just silence. You hear like the keys jingle. He fucking bursts open the door, and he goes,
like, "Are you kidding me?"
He's like, who was that? He's like, you realize there's an event, you'd be dead. You're fucking dead.
I saw another one where there was just too much this random stupid noise and whatever. Principal comes in and he started yelling at inside the room, or Gundrum, whatever his name was, the other guy who started doing the Dean of Students thing, where when they knock on the door, they pull you out and they say, oh, we're warning you because you're late or this or that, and we're gonna have to give you detention. That guy, I think the same thing, and it's kind of like why do they even have that little window on the doors too? Because we all have to stand in that one back corner of the room. I mean, if there's going to be a lockdown and there's a window to the whole school, why don't you just leave the fucking building?
Not even that. Think about it. If you were in Bourgeois' room, so context for that, this English professor's room had a door with like the slit window with like the bulletproof glass on it, two regular giant windows to the outside, and then like in the corner had like, what was it? It took up the whole wall of like the glass squares, like I think the 80s squared glass cubes thing.
Yeah.
You couldn't cover that.
Yeah.
So if someone walked in the front door, you'd see they have a full class in there no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
You were screwed. But I remember the one time we had a lockdown. Remember when those two girls beat the shit out of each other? And the one girl got locked in like the little middle area.
Kinky.
I think so.
Shut up, kinky. No, like, so do you remember what the situation? I remember a bit of it. Here's what I heard. I heard girl 1 and girl 2 are fighting because girl 1 or girl 2 stole girl
boyfriend's dick.
Yeah, girl 2 sucked off girl 1's dude.
Are you serious?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm fucking a genius.
Yeah, you are fucking a genius.
Well, that's
You're fucking
probably
big
why
guy.
most
Look
chick
at a woman in
fights happen.
STEM.
She got a stem? Your woman got a stem?
You gotta edit that out in post.
I'm not editing it out. Your woman's got a stem.
I might be editing, so nothing. It's gonna be shit.
But so yeah,
Pay me 25. Actually, pay me $50 and I'll edit this.
I remember that it was girl 1 and girl 2, and girl 2 sucked off girl 1's boy, and they started fighting in the lunchroom during like 4th or 5th period lunch. Who was in art and saw and looked out the window? Was that Charlie?
Oh, you're talking about the one massive fight in our
Yeah,
class?
yeah.
I was there for that.
You saw that?
Yes.
Where they locked the girl outside?
Yeah, that was so funny.
Okay, so what I
Were
heard
you there,
happened-
Angus?
Wait, are you talking about?
I don't remember their names though.
I know I remember there was one fight where they did the lockdown because they got drugged out into the hallway and they were still going crazy, beating the shit out of each other, pulling
that's the
each
one.
other's hair, whatever.
So they
and
were-
then there was another one where they in terms of the courtyard, they locked what's her name?
All right, well, hold on, we'll get there. But that's the one. That's the one. So it was.
Like, I was there in that class.
So what happened was. So here's we'll piece the story together from our point of view.
I think because you said it was because of sucking off someone. I think
it was from a dude. I don't think it was from.
because I think it was because I didn't know that. I think it might be that, and I think it was also because there was like some shit talking going on in like some group chats.
I think
it was a combination.
that
of
was
both.
what set it off.
Yes, like it was like the backstory is like the
backstory is girl
is
2
the-
goes after girl's 1's guy.
the wee licking, and then
Wee lick.
and then like
The wee licking.
and then, like so you have all that gasoline there, and the spark that lit it up was those group chats. I think.
Yeah. So they start fighting during lunch. First it's verbal, then they get physical. They start pulling each other's hair. They get each other out in the hallway. They end up back in the lunchroom. From
No.
Well, here's what I heard. They were fighting.
You remember the one that got?
Yeah.
No. With that one, it started in the art room.
Oh, it started in the art room.
It was in the art room. They were like yelling at each other, and then they would start grappling, and they're just like punching and pulling hair and shit. You know, classic chick fight stuff. And then eventually, like the faculty kind of like the art teacher, she's like trying to stop it, but you know these teachers can't like physically like stop
intervene.
that.
Yeah.
And then so like she's like calling other faculty, so like some other teachers come in, like principal comes in, and like one of the girls is like she's still like super pissed, but like all the faculty's there, so she's like, okay, I'm gonna calm down a bit. Like she was like yelling still, but like she's not like she's like trying to stay away from physical.
Mm-hmm.
The other girl was still super fucking mad. She wanted to like get back and try to fight her again, but then like the principal's like no. Ma'am, no. And then he's like, calm down. And then like, and she's like running away. Like she's just like trying to just like speed walk into the school, just trying to avoid faculty. And like the principal's like following her and stuff. And so she leaves for like a few minutes. She comes back into the art room again, like circles back in there. And then like, I know like one of the freaking like the guidance counselors, like he like had like some faculty like work a thing like being at like certain entrances of like the courtyard.
Yeah. So there's 4 entrances to the courtyard, right? 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So there's 5. There's one on the high school side, one in the middle school, the library, and then 2 classrooms. One of them being the art room.
So then, like, what led up to that final bit was like when she circles back into the art room, she's like walking. Principal's like still falling behind her, and like he tries like gently like put her like his hand on her shoulder to like try to like calm her down, and like she freaking like slaps him away, like hits him, and then she's like all like fuck fuck you, double middle fingering him. And then she's like, fuck you, don't fucking touch me. And she walks out. Like, as soon as she goes into the courtyard, freaking guidance counselor's like now, lock it down now. And like,
Lockdown.
And like he had like every faculty had every door like just closed.
They caged her on like a wild animal. She started freaking the fuck out.
Caged in there, and she's banging on the glasses, like yelling like and stuff. And the freaking guidance counselor's like walking out. He's like, hey, you act like an animal, get caged like an animal. It was fucking awesome.
And then they called the cops. She got expelled, right?
Yeah, the cops came, and she did eventually get expelled.
Yeah, the funny thing is that same girl that you're talking about once actually pulled down her pants and showed her ass to me right in the freaking middle of the the gym field. Yeah,
Really?
she just started saying something, whatever, and then she goes, "Oh, whatever," and then she just turned around and did that and just chucked the moon at me.
Yeah,
I
bitches
forget
be
what it was
wild and
really about.
I hear
but
she's really nasty now.
No, I hear
Like,
she's absolutely.
She's fucking disgusting.
I didn't even know anybody even still knows her.
She's got like a fucking disgusting like
Trust me, the
brush
ass
down there.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's like
who knows that?
like he told me, and he's like oh, it's a fucking fire hazard.
How
Down
does
there.
he know?
Well, I mean,
He's got his sources, I guess.
well, from what I saw on the other end, it wasn't that nice anyway. It wasn't worth seeing.
But there was another fight. So I was thinking of this one where it was kind of a similar thing, but they didn't get locked in the courtyard. It was these two other chicks. Very similar situation. And they're in the lunchroom. They start fighting in the lunchroom. And girl one grabs girl two by the hair, slams her down on the fucking table, and she gets knocked out.
Jesus.
We had two girls fight at my school, but I can't remember all the details.
We went to a small school, like all of us. We were in all that class together, and so it's a very small, close knit community. You know everything.
Valedictorian.
Me? No, I was not valedictorian.
That the valedictorian stuff
We
is
didn't
pretty
have another
much
reason.
cheating in that school because
Yeah.
there's so much politics and community favorite BS that comes behind it. It's not even real. It's all rigged in there. The top people.
They rigged the
No,
elections.
they really rig it all. They all cheat all off of each other, and nobody cares because the school is trying to keep its scores up high enough for state funding, which
Keep
they
the
still
scores up
got.
high. We were the third lowest rated high
That's
school
what I
in
mean.
the state.
That's why they were
When you're
trying to
done,
keep
just
those
put the
couple of
space bar
scores
and go
high
play
enough for
for
their ratings to stay just at least at that. They would have been at the fucking bottom. And they ended up getting their state funding taken away, I heard. And you know what? Good for them. Close that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude. That shit's
that whole place was a shit show. Honestly,
that shit be wild and
it
rude.
was bad.
The only thing that was funny is
Can
there's
I-
just a lot of good people that just
All right.
fucking joke with all the time. and
Hold
they
on, I'm
do
trying
all
to
that.
get
But in terms of it as a school, screw that. I don't miss school at all.
The thing is, like they were so bad with spending their money and all their funding and everything. You remember when they had like that color run to raise money?
Yeah. I
thought
don't
it
even
was-
know what the hell that is.
I thought it was for something either like maybe like get like new textbooks or like better stuff or like maybe like better pay for teachers, like something like reasonable like that. No, it was for they did all that. They hosted that whole color run just for a 3D printer that was never used.
Yes,
Ever.
I remember
I know
that.
that 3D printer was such a waste of money.
Like they bought that, they just put it in the back rooms, like never seen again ever.
And
Jesus.
they got rid of so many books and tapes and stuff from the library in there.
Yeah.
And then they never had a color printer, but then they get the 3D printer. And then also, what else did they do? I mean, that whole place, there's so much that they just don't, do with anything. I'll never understand the point of it. It'll never make sense. I don't know if they ever did make it make any sense at all.
I want to bring up another point real quick. So you guys want to hear something that's fucking gross?
What?
You know our food provider for our school, our high school, Sodexo,
Mm-hmm.
right here. We have Sodexo.
Oh,
Wait, they're based here?
No, they're not based here. It's a French company, it's French. It's a European company, but they supply for here too.
oh.
And it's all right. Sometimes it's good because the times it's good is when they make it themselves and don't buy stuff pre-made. The stuff they buy pre-made is absolutely atrocious. Best thing we got local ice cream though, like soft serve local ice cream.
Yeah,
Soft serve.
we have localized ice cream at my campus.
Localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yeah,
See
this town over here is pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's great. Also, another fun fact: this is the first in-person recording session we've had to date. I get to see and touch Marcus's little
I drove him 250 miles for this.
Yeah, that was a fun little trip.
That was a fun little trip. What'd you guys do on that trip? Just reenact Brokeback?
No.
You know Brokeback Mountain was filmed in Vermont, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder it's so gay up here.
I mean, it was an interesting drive, kind of quiet. A lot of fog, and then there was an idiot in a gas station store that pissed me off, and basically, other than that,
Why'd he piss you off? What'd he do?
he was being an idiot.
Yeah.
He's just like a, I don't know.
Being a jerk.
Not being a jerk. He was just, I don't know.
There's just something wrong with him. I mean, the guy was just looking at me in like a wrong way. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I get that it's 12 o'clock in the morning,
12 o'clock,
and you want to go home.
There's just two mangy looking weirdos coming into the gas station. I get it, but like, come on.
I'm buying a weed from the gas station, bro.
I'm hideous, man.
My one eye here, my other eye down here. I don't think you have context for that, Angus.
No, but
Some
then
guy
like,
buys weed from the gas station. One of his eyes goes all the way down here.
Oh my god.
but then like because then after we left the gas station, I guess made a wrong turn.
Oh,
Yeah, and I ended up going on 91 South, and I crossed the border back into Massachusetts by accident. And I was like, wait, what? I thought I read it said north because I don't
you're
know.
blind.
I guess I don't know if I turned the wrong way or whatever I did, but I could have sworn the sign said north. I said, no, wait, this one says south. I'm gonna go to the next one, and I thought that actually said north. And I went there, and then I'm noticing the exits went, and then I saw it says Massachusetts welcomes you. I'm like, the hell? I was going north. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And so I had to turn back around, and I lost like 15 minutes on that.
I mean, that's not that bad, 15 minutes.
Well, 15 minutes means a lot when you're getting here at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, I also, like, I fooled Marcus. I sent him a snap trying to, promising him little booty cheeks that I'm trying to clap, and he responded. It was all a ploy, Marcus, to get you to open Snapchat to activate Snap Maps to see your current location when you were driving here.
You know, though.
You fool.
You got me.
Yeah,
You got me.
It would probably be easier to just go to some of the bars and just meet some new people or whatever in there.
You mean new women. Don't lie to me. You're here to meet women.
Well, of course I am. I mean, what else am I going to do in my spare time at this point?
Masturbate.
Well, that's not exactly. There's no spare time really for that.
You're saying you have a lot of time to masturbate?
You have a lot of time to go out there, try to socialize, meet new women, get that, but like a little hanky panky in your little handy wandy.
It's like, dude, I'd love to hang out tonight, but my schedule's full for the next hour. I'm jerking it.
Well, no, there's no time for that. I mean, the thing is, why even really do that? Because then at the end of it all, then you just feel like a lonely piece of shit because you're sitting there. Doing that to yourself and whatever. I mean, like, that's very empty. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're in a silent room and you look around and I'm like,
what does it have to be a silent room?
What?
Does it have to be a silent room?
Well, if it's a loud room, then your ears are just ringing and then it's just annoying.
I mean, like, do you have to be alone?
You mean you like whacking off in public?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like,
You have to be alone. Is it mandatory for you? Do you have to be alone when jerking it off?
My thing is, I don't necessarily
Stop beating around the bush, Angus. Yes or no?
No, I'm
yes
just
or no.
I'm not saying that. I'm just the point that I'm trying to make is that jerking off as a practice.
As a practice?
What
are you, a doctor?
I'm a practitioner.
My practice. Jerk off on your face.
As a practice,
A penis palm first.
there's not really any satisfaction to it. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
You asexual?
No, what I'm saying is there's nobody there.
What?
There's no woman to please, or no woman that's pleasing you.
So you're saying you don't jerk off unless you have a woman there with you?
It's called having an imagination, Angus.
Well, my imagination's wild, and I'm not going to talk about all of that stuff.
It's wild. Your imagination's wild.
There's too much.
Wild and free.
But the point that, like I said, I'm trying to make is that it's just at the end of it all, it's a very empty and depressing experience because it's like when you realize it, it's
Do you
it's
just
all,
always have post-nut clarity because you jerk off all the time? You just have like a constant state of like
I'm
mental
just,
euphoria?
I'm just saying it's just just an empty type of thing. I mean, it's probably even more empty if you have to go on the computer and watch a video. I mean, seriously. Because then that...
Are you seriously jerking off by yourself?
No, okay. Wait.
No, I'm with the science team.
No, what I mean is worse is like, what I would not want to see is, some other couple doing it and all of that. And then here I am sitting by myself
So
and I'm
just
trying
watch
to
a
get
chick
something
who's
out
by
of
herself.
Well, even that, but I'm saying, but there's no involvement. There's no like connection to anything. It's a lot of solitude.
So that's why you pay her.
There's a lot of solitude. And
That's where those people get off because they're involved. Here's my PayPal queen.
Oh, my PayPal
I
goddess.
just gotta say this.
My
Like, I don't-
GoFundMe goddess.
I don't care what you do on the internet. I don't care what you do in your little private solitude.
I don't really touch
If you pay for porn, you're a loser. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
honestly,
absolutely.
You're a loser.
All right, I understand it. Maybe 30 years ago, you got to buy a magazine or something, but we're living in the digital age, bro.
If you're buying a magazine, I look at it as the thing is what you're buying is you're paying for the paper, you're paying for the distribution. It's all physical.
Paying for the ink
costs.
more than anything.
Yeah, the ink.
Right.
You're paying for the people who took the pictures
The
and all that
collectible.
stuff. There's a lot of like when it
Collect every
comes
issue.
to a classic Penthouse magazine or a Playboy or something, is that there was a lot of craftsmanship that went into the compilation.
Craftsmanship.
When you're looking at
I have to craft the perfect porn, dude. Yeah, what's the crafting recipe for the perfect porn? Tell me. No, Angus. Tell me right now. In percentage terms, 0 to 100, what percentage of what makes up the perfect porno mag for you? Okay, what does it take? Is it mostly the pose? Is it mostly the lighting, the setting? What is it for you? What for you?
Is it the articles?
you see a complete.
Is it
See,
the
what people
advertisements?
actually don't get is that, like, Playboy, I don't know as much about Penthouse, but Playboy actually is considered for the literate man who also does enjoy occasionally seeing some
The
beautiful
literate
woman.
man?
Yes.
What reading is required for Playboy magazine? Tell me right now.
No, there's interviews. They interview people. They do articles. I mean, even
I am
Penthouse
not
had-
reading Playboy to read the. In fact, I'm not reading
I'm
Playboy.
not
I'm
reading-
looking at
I'm
pictures
not
of
reading
tits.
Yeah, but there's
I'm not
not a
reading
lot of
Playboy.
that. I'm gonna be honest, like especially an older one, like an older magazine, because I've seen what it looks like.
Fine,
There's not a lot of nudes in it. It's a lot more of actual articles of whatever it may be. It's a very, like, I would say, like, man's man type thing. Like,
Angus.
the kind of guy that's like all about all the stuff
Angus,
that a
you
lot
need
of
to
men are
shut the
into.
fuck up,
I'm
bro.
not reading Playboy just so I can read this bitch. I'm not.
No. I'm saying, like, it talks about money. It talks about there's like stupid political cartoons in it. There's like some jokes in it. There's a lot to it.
Yes, I
actually
read
have stories. It's
Playboy
not-
for the funnies.
for the little funny comic strips. What's Garfield doing
I'm
today?
saying the centerfold is what we all look forward to. But that's only like 5 pages of the whole magazine. You don't see tits in all of it. It's just what it got known for. It's a selling point.
Yeah, but like, I don't care about interviews.
Remember when they had that gross like Playboy reference in that Easter movie Hop?
What?
You remember the Easter movie Hop? It was like
Yeah, they went to the Playboy mansion.
Yeah,
because he was a rabbit.
He's like, I'm a rabbit and I'm sexy, mate.
Dude.
Like, it was so like that. Like, that's a kids movie, man. Like, that was so weird. Like, when I was a kid, I was like I didn't get it at all. Of course,
dude.
Like, that's obviously an adult joke, but like still, like I would never. Put
Remember
that in
the one
a kid's
from
movie.
Madagascar 2 with the fucking monkeys? And we want maternity leave. He looks at the table, but you're all males.
You're all males.
That's a good one.
That's
What's not to get about that, Angus?
What?
The male monkeys wanted maternity leave.
The funny thing is, in my job, you can actually get that.
You have maternity leave,
No,
Angus?
you can get it if.
Well, yeah, I would fucking hope
Yeah,
so.
but, like, as a guy though.
Yes.
What?
You can
They
apply
just-
for maternity leave as a guy. like a straight guy.
I guess it's called paternity leave. I mean, I guess it's gendered correctly in terms of the grammar.
So you're saying So you're saying your job as a straight white male, or it's a straight male you can get.
Yes,
maternity.
either side. If whichever parent, I guess, feels they should stay at home for whatever amount of time to take care of the kid, yes,
I mean,
they
that's
can
fair
do
enough,
that.
I guess.
They actually can do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, we actually have a handful of people in the job whose wives actually are
Their wives are still doing the working.
more financially successful than they are.
I mean, hey, f- it. I never thought about that way, but if she's bringing in the bread, I don't care.
Yeah, I think there was one guy that was in
the
there that
bread-winning
his
queen.
wife was like a 6-figure
bread baking queen.
take home.
bread.
He eventually
baking
quit.
Sugar queen. Yeah.
He didn't need it.
You have a bread queen, Marcus.
Yeah, dude. I wish. Gonna wish.
Dude, I wish I had a challah queen. I just need a girl to make me some challah with some Kedman's grape juice for the Jewish holidays. Some Chumentashen, perhaps. Marcus, what do you
other
think?
than MILFs, what's your favorite kind of woman?
Well, lately I've been on a blondes kick.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what do you call two blondes ear to ear? A wind tunnel. I can say that because I am one. They're goddamn right. Whoever made that joke up.
No. That's I mean that's a whole subject in of itself. That would be, I think that whole thing could probably go on to its own whole episode, if anything.
You want, all right, you're saying you have a whole 45 plus minutes to talk about your bitches.
Well, I don't know necessarily about mine, but just saying in general. I mean, it's a pretty broad topic.
You got bitches that got STDs.
I don't think so.
She got crabs. She got warts.
Not to my knowledge.
Your bitch giving you nether warts, bro.
Hey, if I wake up one day and I have an itch, then I know I got a problem.
I know I got nether warts, bro.
when your piss burns.
But
When my
see that?
piss is the color of a hot Cheeto.
if there's one thing I can say, triple bag it.
Triple bag it.
Yeah, triple bag it.
God, dude.
The only thing at that point. Oh my god.
Well, hey, I mean, I never.
Just use styrofoam at that point.
Well, see, that's why living dangerously feels awesome.
I mean, I guess.
Risk equals reward, right?
I guess.
Risk equals a baby.
Well, I mean, you got Planned Parenthood right around the corner of this house. So that's
Dude, it's
easy
my favorite
access.
coffee shop.
You don't even have to worry about that now.
Yeah.
So I want to change topic.
Wait, before we change topic,
Yeah.
really, really funny. There's a guy on the off-campus housing we have down there who in his window has a like ban Planned Parenthood sign in his window. He's the only guy who has it out of any building.
based.
I'm guessing he
epic,
probably doesn't get any dates at all because.
Oh, he absolutely doesn't. He's just kind of a douche too.
Oh.
I don't know, but anyway, yes. Change your topic.
I was gonna say is I think you and me, Ethan, we talked about it. I doubt you know anything, Angus.
What? Wait, you, me, and Ethan? Who else?
What?
You said you, me, and Ethan.
No, you.
Oh, just you and me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, so I think this is like I didn't know it was foreign at first. I'm pretty sure it's foreign. So you know about like that fruity Pinocchio movie, right?
What?
Which
never
one?
like there's like this new Pinocchio movie that's like coming out or it came out or whatever.
So they're milking the cash cow, what, for the 7th time now? They're remaking every single fucking movie?
I don't even think that's the only Pinocchio movie coming out this year.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's like 1 of 2 or 3 or something.
Come up with something new.
But I didn't know this. I think it's like foreign film because like when I'm watching like actual like videos of it, like the voice acting seems off with the lip movement, so I feel like it's like a dubbed foreign Pinocchio movie.
Okay.
But like one of the dubs that I've seen, it's like the voice actor for Pinocchio is like super fruity. And like it's so there's like
just like audibly like high pitched.
not even high pitch like there's like a clip like you probably like edit it in the podcast or whatever where it's like did you not see the thing I put in Discord? It was like the world to see or whatever.
What? No.
There's like a clip I put in Discord. It's like
World to see.
yeah, it sounds like he says world to see. It's like a clip from the trailer. It's like Father, when am I gonna leave? I have the whole world to see.
I have the whole world to see.
And there's like other funny moments like I think he fucking like it appears like he dies twice in the movie.
What?
There's like one scene where I think he gets fucking shot. And it's like there's like some chick. It's like Pinocchio. Why did you do that? And it's like this other clip where he's in a circus and he's like on a trapeze and there's fire everywhere. And he's like oh my god. He's like dying in the fire.
What the
No,
dude?
yeah, like,
Why are they killing Gay Nokio?
no, like I really don't know what's up with this movie. I think I could be wrong. I think the guy that does like the fruity voiceover for Pinocchio, I think he voice acted a side character in the Goofy movie. I'm pretty sure. You remember the one guy in the Goofy movie? He was fucking like just gulping down Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man,
Oh, that guy.
I think it's that guy. I think he voice
like
acts
that guy. That guy's funny.
the Cheese Whiz guy in the Goofy movie.
The Cheese Whizzer.
The Cheese Whizzer's gay Pinocchio. So you've not heard about that, Angus?
No, can't say I have.
I mean, it's fairly like somewhat like recent. This is like because I don't think it's out yet. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I'll definitely check the trailer, but
It might be out because I've seen like a few clips like with the dying Pinocchio scenes or whatever.
God. But I think with the if there's any way to end it, I think we ended on the note of the Cheese Whizzer.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad to have done this. I'm glad to finally be this in person, but dude,
So happy.
I gotta take a piss. Marcus, open your mouth right now.
Okay.
Get in there. Get in
Oh,
there.
God.
Angus, get in on this. Come on. Angus, we're going. Come on.
Don't make me feed you like a baby bird, Angus.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye.
So,
I guess
how
that's
does that
yeah.